Okay. This video is in a response, and this is about the whole sub for sub thing. Okay. As it has been perfectly well known, I've got about 200 plus subs. When I say that, I mean as far as people whom I've subscribed to, and I generally subscribe to people whom I've stumbled upon that I think are pretty interesting. They were recommended by someone in a video by being shouted out or whatever. I can safely say I've never done it in the hopes of having having people subscribe back to me. Do I really care about that? No. Am I thrilled that I had 50 subs? So I think it's 52 subscribers now. Sure, I'm happy about this. I mean, yeah, I mean, that was a big thrill for me, mainly because I really just started on YouTube. So to get that many, I'm like, yay! But anywho, people should not be worrying about their sub count, or for that matter, I mean, who was it? Helsing920. Don't know if you ever saw his video. He did a thing on he did a whole thing on sub for sub, and how there's people whose channels he's checked out where it's just everything's sub for sub for sub. Was it either, sorry, was either him or was Rich from Review Tech? But it's like, if people like your excuse me, if people like your content, they'll comment on it, they'll rate it. Well, in this case now, because of the new YouTube format, they'll like it, and they'll probably favor it. That's it. The fact that people go, please rate, comment, subscribe. God, who is it? Mr. Elam, for whatever reason, does that. Still puts that shit on his channel and makes me go, let's go look for a drill and go right through my head. I've not really understood the whole concept of the sub for sub thing. Well, no, I mean, I get it, but I think it's obnoxious. Nobody should ever do that, and the people that do are seriously starved for attention. In my case, I do these videos because they're fun, and I get to talk about random bullshit, which I think everybody does at one point on this channel. The people who get 8 gazillion subscribers, like, ugh, Fred, or people like Pete Dorr, Philip DeFranco, Ronald Jenkins, those people, they either people, they've garnered such a following that you ain't toppling them. It's like, forget it, you know? And it gets to the point where it's like, and they get the partnerships, but it's not like it's a necessary thing that just because you sub or they sub to you, you have to sub to them. Well, it would be nice, but you know. As far as me, I can't really say I've ever subbed to someone and literally put on their channel comments, I sub to you, please sub back. I have heard on their comment things, I appreciate the sub. I appreciate the sub, and I might have actually done a video where I've actually, as the term goes, shouted out the person. But mainly because I wanted to show my appreciation for what they've done. because they didn't have to subscribe to me. They didn't have to trip over my channel and then hit that yellow subscribe button in the well, be the upper left hand, oops, and it'd be the upper right hand corner. Actually, now it's up above the video. Stupid YouTube format. But at any rate, I mean, so it's like, yeah, sub for sub, that's not really cool. I mean, there's actually, one person, I forget who it is, actually has a video which says sub for sub, and it's one of the people whom I actually do subscribe to. I can't remember which one because, like I said, I have 200 some subscriptions to go through. Oh well, it just means that for me, for the most part, I have better entertaining things to watch on my computer than I do on my TV anymore. Because for me, pretty much, YouTube has become my form of TV. As a guy named Viper29 once said, this has become his television. He pushes his cable down, and anything he wants to watch, he just goes on YouTube. Be it probably a subscription or just random stuff. So, I mean, it's like, yeah, it's like the whole sub for sub issue, not cool, man. Not cool at all. No one should ever do that. Now, it would be nice that if somebody is taking the time out of their day to support you, that would be nice for, and they're actually honestly watching your videos, for you to support them and watch their videos and comment. And if you like what you see in a video, make a comment or ask them a question why they do whatever they did in the video. But for the most part, sub for sub is a rather lame thing, and the fact that people do it does irk me, and I've honestly never done it myself. And if I ever have, then I apologize to all those people whom I've subbed to that haven't watched your videos yet. But like I said, I have over 200 subscriptions to go through at some point. And my thing is, my list doesn't get smaller, it just gets bigger. The only way it gets even remotely smaller is if a person's channel shuts down completely. They either close it themselves or YouTube says, alright, you're gone. But for me, my sub list, I wish you could see it. It don't get smaller, it just gets bigger. Primarily because of the fact that people have shouted out a bunch of channels. And I generally will go and click the button, check the channel out, and usually keep them off on my subs unless the person really irritates the living crap out of me. Then I debate whether or not I really want to keep the person on my subscriptions, but usually it's never happened. Well, there were some YouTube ranters, but other than that, nah, it's not happened. Anywho, you have a good one.